It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On 3rd down, Blanchard. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 7. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Ready. 60 out more. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A toss play. Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Blanchard. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Gordon. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready? 60 or. They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down and change?
Lamar Miller, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Bills have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Operating from the gun. Blanchard, complete. It's Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Blanchard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Trying to lay one up deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense? And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Going deep here for Allen. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. 36 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the counter, here's Gordon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. This is 1st and goal from about the 8, going on the ground with Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He completes it to Henry. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Badgley's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Miller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Bravo!
49 to Mike, 149. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Throwing is Allen on third. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Charles. I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit. And try and get something before the half runs out.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score, Chargers 20, Bills 7. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on second and 13. Allen escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep run. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Derwin James with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. This is Gordon. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. To throw on second down. Blanchard, Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third and 6. Operating from the gun. Blanchard. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. A pair of first downs gives them a first and 10 up at the 44. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
52's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On first down, Allen, and he finds Tyler Kroft. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, it's Allen. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On the ready.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got it. Kill.
Now.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs. Play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Blanchard. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Blanchard. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It's complete to Williams.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blanchard, complete. Hunter Henry with the grab.
Complete to Hunter Henry. He's on the run.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Blanchard. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Draw play. This is Miller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Allen setting up the screen for Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. They run it here with Gordon. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Tighten up, pull it together.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Teron Johnson able to pick it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. To the air, Allen, he'll let this thing go, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Desmond King picks it, and to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line, that's where they'll take over.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
We got this.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for our visitors, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.